Everybody, this is Lisa, Awkward Quilter GA, and thank you so much for joining this premiere in this video of my portion of Festive Threads. Now, I am joining several other content creators. All their names are listed below for a Festive Threads collab. And we are tasked with just sharing a few things about the holidays that are soon to be upon us. Now, October 1st starts the rush, what I like to call the rush through the holidays. For some of us, there will be a lot of family gatherings, a lot of office parties, a lot of gatherings, everybody trying to put so much into 3 months. So we were tasked with October through New Year's. And I could not decide on one holiday that I wanted to concentrate on. So I decided I'm going to do all the holidays. Now, I'm not going to be doing any sewing, and this is not a video tutorial to teach you something. What I would like to do is for you to reimagine or imagine another use for all those notions and products and everything else we have collected throughout the year, throughout the years in our sewing space. Now, I suffer from FOMO. And when I say I suffer from FOMO, if I see that you have it and it might be something that I want to do, I will purchase it. But I do not just purchase a little, I purchase big. And so it's like the aprons. I love aprons. And for a couple of months, that's all my focus was. Where can I purchase these aprons? How many aprons can I purchase? And now I have too many aprons. Um, but I have them surrounded in my room. What I do want you to think about through this whole process is take care of yourself and your mental health. Now, I am not a mental health therapist, social worker, um, but I know what my mental health looks like, and I know where those places in my life need to be pulled back from if I get a little overwhelmed, and where I can go to if I need to just center myself, whether it's a favorite movie, in my sewing space, time with the family, or just sitting quietly and maybe reading a book. One of the things I do like to do is documentaries. I love documentaries. I like watching documentaries. I like learning how other people lived, what made a society function, what happened to a society. I love it all. And so I like to learn. But my other favorite space is my sewing room. And in my sewing room, I allow myself to let go of my OCD, which is I can clutter my sewing space. I can collect all the things. I can put things on the wall. And if they're askew, that's fine. And that's how I want you to focus on this upcoming holiday season. I want you to let go, relax, breathe. It's okay. We're just going to be thankful that we're here. We're going to be thankful that we have the opportunity to do for others or do for ourselves. And we are just going to enjoy the time. We're just going to enjoy the time. We're going to slow down, pull it back. It gets crazy, y'all. It gets crazy. If you work, work gets crazy. If you have a family, that gets crazy. Let's just pull back and take a moment for us in our special places, especially for you sewists and quilters and creators in your favorite space, creating for others and doing what you like to do. Now, I don't know about you, but when I worked out in an office setting, I work from home now, but when I worked out in an office setting, there was always parties that you had to attend to, and everybody wanted to do you to make a dish for a small present for that, a lot of gift giving and just getting stuff. Well, finances can be tight for many of us. Not every one of us have huge budgets, but we have huge stashes, which means I have fabric. This is my this is my scrap bins, y'all. There are cut up, processed scraps. There are bigger pieces of scraps that I did not have the heart to cut into. Now, some of them may be fat quarters from a bundle. It might have been an odd fat quarter that I purchased, but I have this and I have. We're not telling my husband, okay? I've got some of those stashed away. I also enjoy appliquing. So I have scraps that I've kept from applique projects that are just too big for me to toss. However, I want you to give yourself permission before the New Year's, before you make that resolution about tidying up your space and getting rid of things. As you go through this, feel free to throw away the little things. I give you permission. You do not need to keep slivers of things that you do not need. Go ahead, clean your sewing space. It will make you feel better. I also have tons of heat and bond. I have fusible fleece, fusible fabric. So I have tons, and I know that you do too. I also have rulers. I mean, when we talk rulers, I'm talking about rulers. I've collected rulers from the Sew Sampler. I've collected rulers from projects that I've purchased, whether they were in kits. I collected rulers. I purchased rulers just because you have room. So I have a problem, and I'm going to try to rein that in. But what do you do with your rulers? This one is for a bow cozy. These are my drunken, ooh, and you can't even see it. These are for my drunkard's path templates. I have square rulers, triangle rulers, and we're going to reimagine how to use it using our scraps, using what we have on hand, and hopefully you will not have to go out and purchase anything because some of the gifts just need to be small. It just needs to be a token that is from you. So let me show you some of the things I've made just to inspire you. Now, if there is anything you would like a tutorial on, let me know and I'll be happy to make the tutorial for you. But we've done the key fobs. Everybody has done the key fobs. Everybody has made bow cozies. All of us out there have made little bags and everything else. But I thought, well, how can I repurpose some of my notions, some of my items, and make something that's fun, that if it gets thrown away, it's okay. If it gets stuck in a desk drawer, it's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. There was not a big investment. So started with my bow cozy because I was making bow cozies. I started with my bow cozy template, and this one is actually the 11-inch bow cozy. I used the smaller one, which was the 8-inch, I believe. And so I made these cute little bags with some snaps that I had. All it has is some mints in it, a little card that says have fun sewing with some clips. I have lots of clips all over the place, but some clips. Just a little something if you're going to a quilt guild, if you are going to a sewing group and they ask you to bring something in. This is a cute little gift. I put snaps on it. The handle can be removed, and they can, if they want to keep it, they can set something in it. Right there. They could set something in it on their drawer, on their in their sewing space to help remind them of you. So I made a couple of these, and let me just put these back in here. I have one made up, and it's a little bit bigger, just cute little fun. And this one actually only has diffusible fleece against some scrap fabric that I sewed together. And this one has inexpensive measuring tapes and a couple little treats, great for a guild. Who doesn't like a Reese's Fast Break? Right? You can make them for boys. Got some crackers for Halloween. Anything, very versatile. And then I made this one to look like a Chinese takeout box. It was really easy. I just went ahead, and I have lots of ribbon, so I just sewed some ribbon on there. Again, this is just outer fabric and some fusible fleece. There's nothing special on the sewing. Really, really easy. Beginner sewers could do this. And I put, just for sample, I put tea bags. I got this from a friend, and a little postcard. I got this from a friend from one of y'all. And I did cut a little bit of cardboard out to just help stabilize it, or cardstock out. And then if you wanted to do a little gift, you could buy something that's really inexpensive off of Amazon. I actually have this in my sewing room. I bought Mr. Hedgehog last year. And I have some pins that a friend gave me, some pins that came in the Missouri Star Advent box, and pins that came with it. But on this one, I actually wrote a note in it. So that's just a way to reimagine some of the items in your sewing room. Okay, so now I have zippers. I have all kind of zippers. I am not a bag maker. Mona is the maker. Terry, and there's a few other of you that are bag makers out there. I'm not a bag maker, but I buy zippers. Why? Because one day I'm going to make bags, or that's my intent. So I was thinking, well, how can I make a bag as simple as possible? Again, if it gets stuck in a drawer, if it gets lost or never thought about or regifted, it is not going to bother me because I did not invest very much except my heart into it, but using my scraps. So I took my drunkard's path. Oh, I do put little poppets, and these are really inexpensive poppets. The exception is that they are adhesive, so you can't really take them off once you put them on there. But they were really inexpensive. Anyway, going back to it, I have my drunkard's path, and I made some of the cutest little bags with it. Really, really easy making the drunkard's path. Now this one, it does have two fabrics in it. These were made with my 2.5-inch scraps. This one, and this was the first one I actually made. This one only has fusible fleece inside and a zipper, really, really easy, non-intimidating zipper. And you get to sew on a curve. This one here, I had some pretty Christmas fabric. Again, it is lined, but it's not very heavy. It's very flat. You could actually put it in a Christmas card. If you still send Christmas cards, you could pop a little gift like this. It's really, really flat in a Christmas card, and you should have no issue sending that over. And that would be wonderful for your overseas friends who may be experiencing tariffs right now, or you just want them to send them something a little special that you made yourself. And then this is my other one, and it is another bag, very easy box corners. Again, remember, I am not a bag maker, so making items like this is not in my wheelhouse, but it's very, very simple, very inexpensive to do. And this one I just happened to pop in a key fob for it. So really cute. And so I want you to go into your sewing rooms and just those take those blocks and make something with it. Make a little bag. Those orphan blocks that you have that are not going to be used for anything else and they are just taking up space, go ahead and use them on a project. I give you permission. Do something do something different and be creative. Reimagine your rulers. Y- Just because you purchase something does not mean that you have to use it for the intent it was purchased for. It can function as a multi-tool. You just have to play around with it. And like I said, we all have scraps. So if that first one, like this one, doesn't come out perfectly, you know what to do the next time. You know how to correct it. And who knows, you might have discovered the next trend. But I don't try to be trendy. I just try to be myself enjoying my space. And that brings me back to where we are right now. Breathe. All you mamas out there that are taking care of young children, you are doing a beautiful, wonderful job. Breathe through this season. Take those moments, enjoy them, photograph them for your memory. Time goes by so quickly. For those of you who are taking care of a loved one who is sick, they're older. Appreciate those moments with them. For those of you who work, there is an end. It's called the end of the workday. Find 5, 10, 15 minutes a day to be in your special place just to breathe. And it does not mean you have to be sewing. It does not mean that you have to be creating. It can mean that you just take your favorite quilt book and or pattern or and look at it. Just look at it. Write some notes of what you'd like to create and envision for the future. Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, these are all times to build beautiful memories. But for some of us, those memories may not be so beautiful. It may be filled with a little sadness, it may be filled with loss. So I want you to breathe through it, throughout everything. It is going to be okay. And I just want you to know that you are doing absolutely the best thing that you can possibly do. take time for yourself, because if you take time for yourself, you will be a better person for the people around you. It's okay. I'm giving you permission. So, throughout this holiday season, and as you watch all the other content creators, don't be me. Don't feel that you have to have FOMO and go out and make everything today. Don't feel that you have to go out and purchase it today. If you do not have the funds if you're tight on funds, create in your own way, um, with what you have on hand. I know I have a lot of notions, I have a lot of things, and so I'm gonna regroup. I'm gonna take the time to regroup and maybe reassess where I've been for the last 9 months. What did I purchase that was meaningful, and what did I do in the past 9 months that I didn't need to stress over? But give yourself permission to breathe. Reimagine everything in your quilting space. If you do not have a big quilting space, it's okay. You don't need a big space. You really don't. I admire big spaces. I would love a big space, but I can create the same things in a smaller space. I want you to enjoy the rest of the series for the Festive Thread. I wish you the very best. I want to tell you, my big ohana, that I love you. I appreciate you. And I want the very, very best for you, the best outcomes, the best life. And I want you to want that for others. Best outcomes, best life. Spread a little cheer. One of the content creators I watch, Miss Annette, she always says she chooses joy. And so throughout the season, I want you to choose joy. I'm going to steal that phrase. Choose joy, choose happiness, be kind to yourself. And that's it. So I hope you have some takeaways. I hope you had some ideas. Again, just reimagine the things that you have in your room. Take some time to sew or do something you love. Find your center, find your peace, find you. And I will talk to you soon. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful evening. I thank you so very much. Bye.